What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today we are going to be taking a look at Blaze Ya Dead Homies Graveyard Greats. This was released back on October 4th. I did pre-order this, but, you know, if you haven't watched my latest video talking about Trey Pound, in that I told you guys I had some medical issues come up, so that is why I'm super late doing this. That is the front. We're going to jump right into it just like that. That is the front. Pretty dope little cover. Honestly, I don't know if maybe this was an outtake or this was a scrapped photo of Blaze Ya Dead Homie for the Casket Factory. But this year album is a compilation. I wouldn't say it's a greatest hits. I would say this is more of like his Forgotten Freshness or his Cryptic collection. Everything on here was basically a digital release or it was a bonus track of some kind. There's like 3 or 4 brand new tracks on here. But we'll get into that when we get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. Let's go ahead and pop her open. Onto the inside, there you have the disc. Like this, to me, this just kind of feels like maybe these were themes and shit that they were going to use for Casket Factory. I mean, I'm purely speculating there. If that's the case, this is really what they should have done for that album. I feel like the artwork in this is a lot better than the Casket Factory was. No book, just a sleeve. You can see all the tracks there that have basically the credits for who produced it. Let's get that slid back in there, which is pretty cool because when Dead Vulture came out, there was no fucking production notes or anything like that. So it's cool to see who produced that song. I'm gonna assume the same person produced the rest of the album because the rest of Dead Vulture sounds a lot alike as far as like the sound of the beats sounded alike, or similar I should say. Not to downplay that album. That album's a fucking banger. We're gonna close it up, pop it around to the back with the track list, which is intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to bear witness to the monster.
Rotting Inside.
Don't get a liver, you what kind of fucking motherfucker living psycho fear.
Waiting on You.
Yelling Blaze Ya Dead Homie till we die, motherfucker. You didn't think I would be waiting on the corner, but I did and I do, so come on.
They Say.
Hold you till your last breath when end times will rob me and them cockroaches left.
Don't let this smile confuse you, I'm a killer on the low.
Go, 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 go.
Stand back in the shade, parlay and get paid. Go, 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 eat a dick. Go, 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 eat a dick. Y'all bitch.
The Trunk.
In the back of my trunk as we speed off in the night. Trunk has been calling for you. Time to take a ride. My trunk has seen so many.
Let It Burn.
Keep it on the blaze cause I'm the dead man walking. The crazy man standing with the gas can, looking like a madman, trying to light the match in my hand, going crazy. Can't want to persuade man.
Dead Vulture.
Got me on the road picking apples out of strangers. I swoop down, get this in flight. When it's all over, pick you clean to the skeleton, and I'm telling him.
Robin Hood.
I say fuck you, I'ma stay getting loot. It's spread around the hood like a fucking prostitute. Hey, show my face in the spine. I don't care what you
Bleed.
the blood satisfies till the next time when you find me hunting in the dark as a moon signs up high. If you would read how I play, come and spread the disease.
Gray and Blue.
Cause black and blue is bruises, and gray and blue is dead. Have you even heard a motherfucking word that I said? Your body, no warm blood inside. No life left, told you to know where to.
The Painted Man.
The painted man is in his breath that you feel on the back of your neck. Bitch, yourself, this can't be real.
Foodang.
I'm stabbing you bitches before you even know what happened. Da-da-da-dang, better watch your step. On the streets we bang, on the streets we claim. You give your PSA, call you out your name.
Rules to the Game.
Street thug, this is but another lesson.
This is the rules to the game. Be cautious of everything. You treasure more when it's gone.
And Walk. So the brand new tracks that are on here is Rotting Inside, Waiting on You. I'm going to say They Say. It was released digitally like maybe 2 months ago, if that. But I'm going to go ahead and call this a brand new track as well. And Walk are the brand new tracks. The The bonus tracks I'm going to say on this are Bleed, Gray and Blue, and The Painted Man. They were bonus tracks off of, they were bonus tracks off of the deluxe edition of The Casket Factory. There's one more on here. I think Robin Hood was a VIP single. I don't know if you'd call that a bonus track at all. But Rules to the Game was also from the I gotta think of the name of it real quick. Gang Rags Reborn. It was released as a single, or it might have been part of a pre-order package. I don't remember. That's been quite a few years now. But that was not, Rules to the Game was not on the damn it, I've just lost the fucking train of thought of what the name of the album is. Gang Rags Reborn. Jesus. For whatever reason, when they did Gang Rags Reborn, they took Rules to the Game off and made it a single, so you could only get it separately from the album. So it's now got a home on here, as well as if you own that single. So basically, I'm gonna just talk about, I'm not really gonna mention Bleed, Gray and Blue, and The Painted Man, because I talked about those songs when I did my review for Casket Factory. The same way with Dead Vulture, I've done a review for that album as well, so we're not really going to mention or talk about it here too much. Everything on this album I like. There's really only one song on here that I don't like, and that is Rotting Inside. This is that song is basically the first rock song that Blaze Your Dead Homie has done, and I didn't care for it. I didn't care for it at all. So, I mean, really everything on here I like quite a bit. And Let It Burn, one of the singles that he released back, I think it was in 2013, it might have been, possibly 2014. I actually bought that single just to keep my collection up to date, and I'm like, why the fuck did I do this? So I don't know why I bought the single, I just fucking did. But I'm glad it's here on this CD now. It's a much better place for it. I don't know, I just think this was a great little collection of some Blaze Your Dead Homie. So if you're a Blaze fan, you can pop this on, you can listen to some Blaze Your Dead Homie. There's no specific theme or flow to this album. This is just singles that have been put out that now have a home, and bonus tracks that you can now get in this format. It just gave some of that stuff a home, which I like that they did that. It's honestly something that I wish Tech Nine would do with a lot of his pre-order bonus singles that he does. I wish Tech Nine would put out a CD like this that has all of those CDs on one. So that's something that I'd like to see. Anyway, I think this was a great little compilation. It gave those songs a home. If you're a Blaze Your Dead Homie fan, it gives you something Blaze to listen to. If you don't have these on a digital device that you can listen to in your car or whatever, and all you have are CDs to listen to, this allows you to hear some of the other music that he's put out that now finally have a home. So if you have listened to this album, tell me what you think down below. Do you think that this was an unnecessary release, or do you think it was a good idea for them to do this? Leave those thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.